There is only darkness for you, and only death for your people. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength. I am...
Yeah. GUYCAST! What's going on, you guys? This is
right?
episode 6, back with DURS. My main homie, one of them for show. Quick couple topics we want to just roll over real fast because I don't want to spoil anything and go too deep. Mad Max, I went and saw it twice.
I saw it once. I saw it only once.
And that's enough. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to go see it. If you haven't seen it by the end of next week, then you're dead to me. So that's your goal. If you haven't seen it, you need to grow up hair. Go watch it.
We want to skim it real quick. It's fucking awesome.
It's the greatest thing in all existence right now.
We're avoiding spoilers so hard. We talked about this a lot.
Going from Mad Max, I really want to touch base with Tom Hardy. There's a couple of big geek news that he's been involved with lately. There's the rumor that he wants to be Punisher. He was in an interview and said that he would love to play that character. He is ideally the greatest Punisher that I could picture.
He'd be great,
so far. We talked about him being Punisher and Wolverine. That would be dope, either one of those characters. But at the same time, he was now confirmed in another interview that he will be working strictly with DC on a new series of, whether it's a TV series or a movie, called Taboo. I'm not really sure on what that is. I think it's some kind of obscure DC series of some sorts.
Like an off-brand of superheroes kind of deal? Or?
Somewhat. I'm not sure. Like I said,
Street
we'll have
level
to look,
type. Yeah.
I'll have to look into it by next week for sure. I'll have a better answer for you, or maybe tomorrow. We're going to do a second GUYCAST. First, 2 GUYCASTs in 1 week. Actually, I'm going to probably do 3. We started a week ago and we're already fucking booked. No, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, and we're already booked about a month in advance.
We started asking guests to come on the cast with us, and it is taking off actually way faster than we
got more people to talk to me about coming on than I even asked people to. So that's pretty cool for now. So stay tuned. We have a lot of content coming. We're actually making a channel tonight. Hopefully, if everything goes well, it's going to be Black Umbrella. We're going to basically be a stream team of just podcasts. The GUYCAST is going to happen weekly. I want to do it at least once a week minimum, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to do it twice to 3 times a week. Who knows how many times, but I'm also going to be streaming along with DURS, along with our other friend Bubba McComb, who's going to be at Shinobi, Sad Shinobi on Instagram. He's going to be our other partner in this, so we're also going to be...
I'm at 20 Speed. He's at Shinobi.
Turn it over and hit it. Sad Shinobi on Instagram.
Sad Shinobi.
I'm at GUYPTR, and you can also find me at
Look at you, GoPro
That's where
Hero.
I'm going to be posting most of my photos and asking people questions about this. So if you have any questions or concerns or photos and things that you want to share or things that you want to tag me in that we should talk about in the next week's coming up podcast, make sure you find me at GUYCAST. That's where I'm going to be posting primarily.
So you're saying?
So after talking about Tom,
I really like that the thing you can tell was
because that's what you watched right before you watched Mad Max.
I don't want to edit anymore, man.
So
I edit so
you got
many
to see the
videos.
full high definition video,
Do
dope
it.
audio.
I got it. It's just
the full trailer.
Let's go.
You ready?
And I enjoyed every bit of it. It was everything that I could hope for.
We talked a little bit about how the thing isn't I love the trailer. You can tell that the thing wasn't a man in an orange bodysuit, with all the rocks on his chest. Like it was definitely CGI, and it definitely toned down the orange a little bit, but it looked fantastic. Oh shit!
It's a shade of orange. Instead of it being the like comic book orange, it's literally looks like a rock, but not
50 Shades of Orange.
It looks like you would picture the thing because it's not this rock. It's not, like I said,
it's realistic. Yeah,
it's so friendly and just comic book happy, and I understand why you would do that. But when you're talking about a realistic Fantastic Four and you have things like Iron Man and the new Vision, like you can't compete with just this comic book cut thing. Even Captain America doesn't have like the traditional wings on his helmet. You have this realistic tactical version of everything. So when you think of the thing, I think of this giant rock, and he's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? He's not perfect.
Well, and I like how they made him look fucking tough as shit too. Because he's gonna go against the Hulk. He's gonna go against the Hulk. Think about comic book wise.
Butt heads for sure.
Oh, and it's gonna be amazing. That fight, if it ever goes to the big screen, that fight is gonna be badass.
Do you know what I think? Okay, so have you ever read the Infinity Wars or Avengers vs. X-Men?
Avengers vs. X-Men, I've seen parts of it. Infinity Wars, I'm going to say no because I'm a shitty nerd. I'm going to say it right now.
Well, there's a part where in Avengers and in Infinity Wars, like Infinity War is the Red Hulk and the regular Hulk go to battle. I'm sorry, the Hulk go to battle with Thanos like right off the bat. But in Avengers versus X-Men, Hulk kind of banishes himself, just like inside of what we saw in Avengers. Spoilers alert if you haven't seen it, but like I said, I don't really care if you haven't because you suck. You're a horrible person, and you don't deserve the right to go watch this movie.
Don't say that about our fans.
It's whatever, man. So,
all right, anyway.
In this series, Hulk banishes himself because he's so guilty about taking lives of innocent people, not being able to control what he is. So he stays full Hulk. He never goes back to Bruce Banner for a while, and he's just pure instinct,
Hulk.
Pure instinct, just isolated.
So where's Bruce Banner during this? I'm going to ask you personally. I mean, is he in there, or is he just
There's a
locked
couple
away?
of different like storylines that I've read. There's even the storyline of I think it's Wolverine versus Hulk, where they go over a little.
That was
bit
a fantastic animated movie, by the way.
Yeah. And I wish I could give credit to the director, but if you haven't seen it, it was on Netflix for a while.
Yeah,
you can probably find it on YouTube or
look it up.
You can look it up. You really should, because it gives a little bit of background into Loki and to Thor's like kind of bond to Hulk, because the Hulk is a Earth monster technically, and Thor is this demigod.
Being,
It's a god to comics, but just because of religious fanatics, we have to call them demigods for some reason. Whatever. Thor is technically a god, and he somehow has to deal with the Hulk because he's such a powerful being. He can keep
He's the
up
one
to
who has
par.
a chance. He's the only one who has a
He
chance.
can keep up to par with these gods. So Loki hallucinates, or basically puts this dude under some kind of hypnosis and extracts Bruce Banner's physical self from the will or the spirit or whatever you want to call the Hulk, and they're separated. So you have Bruce Banner himself inside of Loki's prison,
and the Hulk is alone.
And the Hulk is just raging, just pure, just instinct and rage, and he's just fucking up everything that he would want to. And it's just crazy to think that Bruce Banner needs the Hulk and the Hulk needs Bruce Banner.
Oh yeah, it's good and evil. It's a balance. It's a balance. You know,
it's Dr. Jekyll. It's
Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in Marvel. I got you, Bud. Anyway, but to bring back to Fantastic Four, I got so excited when I saw that Kate Mara was what's the Invisible Woman's name? Please help me with her. Do you know?
Sue Storm.
Oh, thank you, God. I love her, dude. She was fantastic in House of Cards. I know you're saying you weren't super up with that, but I am, and House of Cards is fantastic.
What else has she been in?
Oh, dude, I couldn't tell you. House of Cards is like her most prominent
There's a couple of movies that I know
roles.
she's been in because I've seen her before, and she reminds me of she looks like the sister of the cat from Pitch Perfect. You know the main character, the hot girl.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect 3 came out, by the way. What do you think?
3. You fucking.
Can you tell that I don't give a shit about Pitch Perfect?
You kid. You sick fuck.
I don't care.
No, I don't watch Pitch Perfect because I'm not gay. I'm sure it's a good movie, but it's just.
Dude, Lauren totally had me watch it. I enjoyed it more than I should have.
I'm sure that I would, but it's just the fact that I have a personal tie to it that I'm just like, I won't even touch it because I won't.
You know, some people don't have Pitch Perfect. You have a personal tie.
Yeah. I'm kind of cool.
I mean, you got some friends in Hollywood, you know?
Yeah, I'm so excited that she's Sue Storm too, because like you said, it's not just that she's an amazing actress and has some background history, but she's also not Jessica Alba. And nothing against her. It's just the fact that if I'm thinking of Sue Storms, I don't want to think of the girl that I'm constantly seeing in these other things before.
Yeah.
It's just I want
she is kind of down low. But that also brings up another point. So Sue Storm and Johnny Storm are brother and sister in the comics. There's going to be some obvious stuff when it comes to the movie, as Johnny Storm is black. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. Fuck. So we're running with an adopted theory.
I'm running with
like they're different mothers or what?
I'm running with adopted, or I'm running with foster. Something to be like, obviously he's going to be adopted. He's a rebel.
That's fucked up, dude, because he's black.
No, it's not because he's black. It's because that's the character that he was bestowed upon. And I'm nothing against him himself as an actor. If you don't know who he is, he's also the actor that was in Chronicle. He was one of the best friends that died.
Dude, that was a badass movie. I mean, I don't want to digress, but that movie was great, right?
And this might have to do with my personality, but I really wanted Andrew to win. Half of it because that's my name, like my legal name, and second half because I really wanted the bad dude to win because I felt fucking bad for him. And I related to him, but not completely. I'm not that lame, but like still at the same time I'm like, murder everyone, fucking Fucking do it, brah. I was so down.
Dude,
I was so fucking
how old is
down,
that movie, dude? That movie's a ways
couple
out.
years, not that old.
Go look it up. Go look it up. It's good. It's worth your time if you haven't seen it already.
That's who Johnny Storm is. He's one of the best friends who dies.
I feel like he's going to do a much better job than Captain America, though.
No. I mean, it's not saying that Chris Evans didn't do a good job. It's just a better rendition because you have more free will. You have a well-established Marvel that's backed by Disney, so your production value and your budget is way bigger.
Talking about that though too, we're talking, okay, now Disney owns Marvel, but we're talking about how the original Fantastic Four was kind of more kid-friendly and cartoonish, almost very comic book-esque, and this one looks like it's going the more modern route where it's going to be a little bit more serious and not.
And that's because you have to compete with Daredevil, Infinity Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool. They have no room to lay out these basic-ass things because DC is about to launch Batman vs. Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, everything that you would want, and it's also the dark version because DC, if anything, their ace in the hole is the ability to make things way darker than Marvel could because they're not backed by Disney. Their main thing is to just show you the dark and gritty. That's Detective Comics. That's what they do. So I'm super excited to see how Marvel's about to fucking combat against DC. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Fantastic Four is way more realistic. You see a real personality behind, Johnny Storm. He's not just this kid with a motorcycle. He's this troubled kid that's racing at night and fucking has turbo in his car for some reason. And you have this relationship between a nerd and a hot chick. For real. It's not no. The first Fantastic Four, that Reed would never ever get with Sue Storm. It just
it wasn't right. Yeah, it wasn't
this
right.
seems so fucking authentic and natural. It's scary. So I'm super excited to see the relationship between those two and how Johnny and the Thing, they
be friends, yeah.
But they beef and they're friends. You know what I'm saying?
No,
they're
yeah,
like
they talk
Batman
shit.
And Superman.
Yeah.
They talk shit, but they got each other's back.
Johnny's like the Michelangelo of the group. I mean, the fucking party dickhead kind of deal.
He's compulsive.
Yeah.
And the other thing, yeah, I guess you can say that. And the other guy's the muscle. He's
the other
jock.
thing.
And he's troubled.
Yeah.
They're both troubled, and I think that's the relationship that they build upon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
they're both strong in a different way, and they both come from a different past, but they're so similar in the same time. And the same thing with Fantastic and the Invisible Woman. So I'm super excited to see a good rendition of that.
I hope Frank Underwood doesn't kill the Invisible Woman though, right? Spoilers.
So there's a lot of talk that we had before this about the Fantastic Four, and Deadpool, the new Spider-Man, Black Panther, all these people that are going to be potentially brought into the Infinity Wars. Because in my opinion, there's no reason why you would introduce the Fantastic Four in the middle of all this comic crisis if you weren't going to, have a big payoff. Yeah, you can do the Fantastic Four 2, 3, whatever, so on. But why would you not make them introduce Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, Deadpool possibly? All these fan bases cross-pollinating into the giant movie that we've been waiting for.
So who's playing the new Spider-Man again?
That's a whole new thing, so I'm excited to introduce that Asha Butterfield is now our new Peter Parker. He is the star from Ender's Game. There's a couple other movies that he's been in, but he's a young up-and-coming actor from England, and I'm super, super excited that it's him because it was between him and another cat, and I don't want to even name him because it doesn't matter because he didn't fucking get it. And
now.
so I'm so excited because we're not going to just see, a new Peter Parker. We're going to see a young, super young, talented actor perfectly portray a high school Peter Parker. And a lot of a lot of articles and things that I've read online have hinted towards that they're going to use his banter and his his wit more than just his speed and his intellect. Like they're going to make it a distraction.
Please. No, I'd love that they're going to use that more. Well, and then we're looking at the new Avengers poster.
We're going to look at it's called
the newest Avenger.
The New Avenger. That's the subtitle for the new Spider-Man movie. So it's going to be called Spider-Man, The New Avenger. There's a photo that just got released. I'm so sorry that I cannot remember the exact date, but I will give it to you in the link below. I'll post it right now in post. But
well, that's got a hint that Fox and I don't know.
It's not Fox. It was Marvel and Sony.
Okay. Oh yeah, Sony did Spider-Man. Excuse me. So Marvel and Sony are at least working together to an extent, or allowing certain licenses to go back and forth.
Like I said in a previous podcast, I'm not sure exactly what the rights are. Like if Sony was like, we'll give you the rights if we can co-produce, or we'll give you the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the deal exactly, but all I know is that Sony was holding on to fucking Spider-Man so hard because
Fox is doing that with X-Men right now, right?
Yeah, but they're about to give it up because not only did Hugh Jackman. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Hugh Jackman confirmed that X-Men 3 or Wolverine 3 is going to be his last, not cameo, but basically installment of the Wolverine character as himself. That means that the series is going to die, and also that the new X-Men Apocalypse is going to be the end-all tie-up story for that universe, and we're going to see a new X-Men hopefully within the next 4 to 5 years.
I'm excited for that, and I don't want to digress too far, but I want to know who the 4 Horsemen are going to be in the Apocalypse movie. I mean, it's got to be people that they've introduced.
You said Nova was one of them.
Well, okay. I mean, there's been many different Horsemen over the Marvel timeline. I mean, there's only 4 Horsemen, but in different universes, there's been different mutants. Sure. I want to know who they're going to do for the movie, though. I mean, and sometimes Wolverine. Wolverine's one of them.
Really?
Dude, Wolverine's a fucking Horseman in one of them, man.
I know a lot about Wolverine. I didn't know that. But I also don't know a lot about Apocalypse. I just know he's one of the first mutants. That's about it. I know.
I bet you Archangel's going to be one of the Horsemen because he's one of the more famous ones. He's one of the newer ones.
So do you think it'll do a Vision kind of thing where they'll do Archangel that turns into Angel? Because Angel is Archangel.
It goes the other way. Angel turns into Archangel.
That's what I just said.
When he turns it... No, you said it backwards.
I said Angel is Archangel. Whatever, go on.
Fuck it. Anyway,
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, but when Angel loses his wings, he gets super depressed, and this is the Apocalypse timeline where he turns into Archangel. When Angel loses his wings, he gets super depressed because he's not flying anymore. Blah blah blah. Apocalypse comes to him, is like, I can have you fly again, and then turns into Archangel with his metal wings and shit. There is a time where he realizes that he's doing evil, and then even being Archangel, like, realizes like, oh, I need to stop all this, and helps his friends, the X-Men. But once again, that's only one timeline of Apocalypse. There's been a lot of different mutants who have been one of the 4 Horsemen.
You said Nova was one of them. What storyline is that?
Fuck, dude, I wish I could tell you, but I know Nova is one of them. In one of the newer storylines,
at least that's a name.
Yeah, in one of the newer storylines, Nova is one of the
It's just hard to think that they wouldn't name Nova as one of the Novas if it wasn't, saying if it wasn't him. But who knows? I don't know enough I'm speaking out of school. So that's X-Men Apocalypse and Fantastic Four. We touch on Deadpool a little bit. We have a cast listing going on right now. If you don't know anything about Deadpool, it's coming out February 12th, 2016. Ryan Reynolds is
February 12th? Did they drop a date?
Dude, they dropped a date a long time ago.
My body is ready.
Have you seen the poster?
No, I haven't seen the poster.
I saw the poster, and it's Deadpool on a fucking toilet, and he's just taking a shit reading Deadpool.
Oh, dude, you know what? I don't think we mentioned it, but if Stan Lee makes a cameo in a Deadpool movie, Deadpool has to recognize him. I was reading a Reddit post actually, and if he just to break that fourth wall, because that's what Deadpool is known for.
He has to make a cameo.
That'd be so fucking cool.
He's made a cameo in every single Marvel
movie. Dude, if Stan Lee just made a cameo as like a construction worker or some old ass dude, whatever he does, he's old. And then Deadpool's like, oh my god, and fucking just, you're my king. You made me.
My king. My god. My god. Okay, so this is a listing of all the characters that are going to be in Deadpool. The 4 main ones, apparently. So we have Deadpool, of course, as Ryan Reynolds, the perfect candidate ever. We have Morena Baccarin. I'm not sure how you say that, but that's Copycat. I don't know much about these other characters that are going to come up, but I know Copycat is similar to Mystique. She has the ability to shapeshift, and she has this like internal struggle about shapeshifting so many times that she doesn't recognize who she is anymore. So the only thing that she strives to be is herself and to find herself. So I'm not sure what role she plays in this movie, but that's a little bit I know about her. Next that I'm super excited about, we have T.J. Miller as slash Jackhammer slash Weasel. And it's basically going to be Deadpool's sidekick for a minute until we introduce Bob, if they introduce Bob. But Weasel is going to be the greatest fucking character, especially as T.J. Miller. This is going to be the greatest movie that Marvel has ever produced. And I'm the biggest fan of Spider-Man. And until that, this is
going to be the funniest. This is
going to be it.
Funniest for sure.
After that, we have Gina Carano, or Carneo. I'm sure I'm fucking up that last name, but she's going to be Angel Dust, another character that is a little bit obscure that I've never seen inside the universe, but it's still a positive female cast. And I'm still waiting to hear the rumor back for if they're going to introduce Psylocke, because I know they cast a character for her, but I'm not sure if they're going to introduce her into this Deadpool movie. But that'd be awesome. And the last one we have, we have two more. Oh no, yeah, two more. We had Ed Skrein, I'm not sure, but he's going to be Ajax. I'm sure he's going to be the main villain. He's another mutant, I'm sure. And Brianna Hildenbrand, and she's the last character. She has this very obscure name that I've never even seen before. So
I wonder if anyone's going to play Death, because if Deadpool canon, she falls in love with Death.
What's going on, you guys? I just wanted to apologize for the video that just got cut right now. We had a problem with our video getting corrupted from our C920, and then our GoPro cut out because it ran out of memory. So there was audio, but that's going to be uploaded separately onto SoundCloud, so if you want to hear the rest of the stories, you can check it out there. But as far as the video and stuff goes, this is where it's going to end. We didn't really have much else after that. We basically just wrapped it up with our usernames and our hashtags and all that stuff. So just another quick reminder, if you want to find DURS, you can find him at SwinnySpeed at Twitch TV, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. And then you can find me again at TH3 GUYCAST, and then on SoundCloud, GUY-VER. This episode is going to be posted tonight right now, and then we're also going to be posting another episode, mini GUYCAST, on Thursday with Bubba McComb, co-founder of Black Umbrella, and then the CEO of Steady 5, our new sponsor. So thank you guys for listening, and make sure to stay tuned. Find me on Periscope, because I'm going to be live tweeting during the show, and then I'm going to be live streaming almost every single day. Stay up.
The pussy 20 points ahead of your team. I get more ass than the human centipede. And two ladies in company, so they always on their knees. I'm new, like my parents.